Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Miss Yancy and we're in my garden. All right, y'all. So, as we wait for some people to join, let me log into my other phone so I can be in the chat to be able to see what you guys are talking about. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Come on in, come on in. If you're just joining, welcome. Is today Tuesday? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. How was your Labor Day? All right, let me try to get up in here. Let me try to get up in here, y'all. 1 second. I'm trying to so I could be able to see what y'all talking about because we are going live on my phone. Let's cross fingers that everything goes well because y'all know sometimes these lives they take they do their own thing. So just trying to make sure everything is good. How are you guys doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh Lord. Oh my gosh, it's been a minute. It has been a minute. Alright, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me put this down a little bit more. And make sure y'all can see me. I think we're good. I think we're good. Welcome back. It has been a minute. Oh my gosh. First and foremost, if you're joining us tonight, thank you so much for being on here tonight. For real, I should have titled this a celebration of 7K subscribers because I really wanted to come on here and celebrate all of our new family, all of our new friends, all of our new uh, sowers and growers. Say hi back if you're watching. Say hi back in the comment section. I haven't gone live in a long time, and y'all, please forgive me because your girl has been so busy. This garden season has been kicking my butt, like for real. This garden season has been kicking my butt. When I tell you that they say, man plans and God laughs, is like all of my plans that I had with you guys for this year, especially for this like grow season, it just all went downhill. It just all took a left turn, and yeah, so it's been a lot. So I just wanted to come on here and give you guys some updates and just have some garden chat with you all. If you're in here, definitely say hi back. Let me know if you guys have any questions and stuff as we go along this live, as we're having our garden chat, because I want to have garden chat with y'all. Like, what's going on in your garden? What's successful? Can you believe we're in September? Oh my gosh, like we're actually in September. This is so crazy to me. I cannot believe we're in September. First of all, happy September. Happy Labor Day to, all of you hard workers out there. We appreciate all of your hard work. But yeah, so I just wanted to come on here, say hi to some of y'all, especially the people that are new here. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thanks for liking the videos. I have been making a lot of milestones on YouTube. I'm just waiting for them to translate into some funds. So I've been making a lot of milestones on YouTube, and I'm just grateful to even make those milestones. And if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be making none of those milestones. So thank you. If you're part of the 7K crew, if you're part of the Yancy Grow crew, thank you so much. But yeah, y'all, how are you guys doing? I wanted to just come and check your temperature, see what's going on in your garden. We've been doing a lot. I've been sharing a lot with you guys in my videos, and I know a lot of you guys have been following my journey because you guys have also been going through the journey with me, and I just wanted to see where you're at. And first and foremost, for those of you guys that are in my garden group on Facebook, thank you for being there. Thanks for posting your garden. Thanks for posting pictures of your harvest, because we've been together now for a minute, right? Especially, oh no, I know. Oh my gosh, y'all, I see a bunny and I know that's the bunny that eats my watermelon. There is a bunny that comes here, and I know that's the bunny that eats my watermelon. But we also have a fox that comes out at night, and I feel like it needs to be coming out earlier in the day. You know, it comes out at night, try to be a little sneaky or whatever, so it can do whatever it's trying to do. But it needs to come out earlier because this is the time the bunnies come out here. It doesn't think that I'm gonna be sitting out here because normally I'm not out here at this time. If I'm out here, I'm just watering the garden at this time. But it's out here now, and I'm thinking that it's out here trying to eat my watermelon. But I'll give y'all an update about that. But it's just crazy that I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this bunny like, you tried it. So this is the bunny that's been eating my watermelons. And I'm trying to think like, if I grill this bunny, it's probably gonna taste really good because it got a lot of my watermelon in this belly. But anyway, that's besides the point. Uh but yes, y'all, so a few little updates that I wanted to give y'all. You know, the first thing first, which is to tell all of you guys thank you, of course. And we made it to 7K. A lot of you guys already know my goal is to reach 10K by the end of the year. And in the beginning of the year, I thought it was like such a huge goal because where I was at, I barely had like 1,000 subscribers. So it was like a huge goal of mine, and you guys have been so wonderful for liking my videos, sharing it, subscribing, like helping me achieve my goals. And 7 is my favorite number. 27 to be exact is my favorite number. So the fact that I'm in like my favorite number, in the realm of my favorite number right now, I feel like there's about to be a lot of blessings and a lot of things coming my way, and I'm just, you know, I'm receiving it, I'm manifesting it, and I'm receiving it also as I'm manifesting it because I know it will come true. But yeah, y'all, so that's one of the things I want to come on here. And am I not seeing the chat or something? Are you guys like chatting and I can't see it? Because I want you guys to say hi back. If you're just now joining the live, I need y'all to say hi back. I need y'all to get in the comments and let me know if y'all have any questions, you know, and any of that good stuff. You guys are probably wondering why I'm dressed the way I'm dressed. It's a little chilly out here today. So it's not like cold, but it's a little chilly. And then also, I have like a million mosquitoes in my backyard. If you watch my videos, you already know, like, the mosquitoes back here is out of control. So I tend to wear long sleeves, especially if I'm like sitting, like what we're doing right now, and I'm sitting, I'm not moving around, so you know I can't dodge the mosquitoes. So they're all like, you know, they're all gonna be attracted to me. So that's why you see me dressed like this. And if you watch my videos, you'll see that I look like it's always winter in the garden. So but this year I tried. Y'all saw when I was trying to give y'all them little dresses or whatever, you know, that was when I put a lot of mosquito spray on. And I really hate wearing mosquito spray because I'm just a very natural person. I don't believe in all of that stuff unless it's natural. And a lot of mosquito sprays are really toxic, you know, to inhale. So I typically look for things that is for the body. And a lot of people, what they don't know is that a lot of mosquito sprays is not for your skin. So you want to be very careful with what you spray on your skin because it is going inside of your skin. So I'm just very mindful of that. So, but I found a mosquito spray that's for the skin. It still have a ton of ingredients in the back that I need to, you know, look at. But for the most part, you know, I'm trying. But the gardening, right? As we talk about the garden, first of all, I don't see none of y'all saying anything. I need y'all to say hi. I need y'all to say hi back in the comments, okay? Because this is like a long, this has been a long awaited live, and we haven't gone live in so long. And I wanted to come on here and chat with y'all. But some updates about the gardening. I have a few videos that I still have to upload for you guys, but I did a recent harvest where I harvested my grapes, and it was like a grand harvest of the grapes. Before we even go there, the garden, right, as a whole, the garden is doing okay. So I'm in Maryland zone 8A, and this year I noticed that we didn't get a lot of rain. We got some rain. There was like a week where it rained the whole week, which was wonderful, because I didn't have to water at all. But that's the only week I remember where it was actually raining. And that, mind you, this is the entire summer, and it's really concerning to me because other than the fact that, you know, yeah, I wanted to water my garden, but what about just water that we need to drink? Because, you know, a lot of the water that we drink comes from rain. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the fact that it feels like we were in a drought this year is kind of scary to me, because it's like, where are we at on like the water scale as far as like drinking water uh, for us? But this year, like I said, the first week, not the first week, but like it was just 1 week of consistent rain. And then after that, there was like scatter rain throughout the summer. And when I say scatter rain, like it was literally a time where like it was like a week or two, like about 2 weeks where it the weather app would be predicting that it's gonna rain, and then it was just cloudy, and then it would be like thunder and lightning. Like, I'm so upset because there were times where I would be like out in the garden and I'm trying to water, and because my garden needs water, but because it was just always cloudy and it was always predicting that it was going to rain, so I didn't water my garden. I was there for almost like a week because it was always predicting that it was going to rain. But then when the day comes, it's like they kept pushing up the time of when it was going to rain, and then eventually it just didn't rain, which was quite crazy. But with the cloudiness came lightning and thunder, but just no rain. So I don't know. It's like, are they messing with the rain? Like what's going on here? So that was like a crazy time out here in my garden. So I didn't really, water that week. And my garden definitely felt the effects of that, because I don't know if you guys remember last year, there was like a lot of thunderstorms last year. Some of it destroyed my garden. Like when I had corn growing. Um, what do I hear? Why do I hear screaming? Y'all, I gotta listen for my kids. But but yeah, so last year, we had a ton of thunderstorm, and like I said, what was it? Oh, I forgot the thunderstorm that basically broke all of my okra and my corn. And I don't know if y'all remember that video, and my tomatoes, like the tomato bed back there. Oh my gosh, everything fell off. It was terrible. It was like a hurricane. Was it Hurricane Helena? I think it was Hurricane Helena that happened, and we didn't get like the hurricane, but we got the effects of it. Like, we got the extras of it, and it definitely was a crazy storm for us. It did a lot of destruction in the garden, and it destroyed a lot of my plants because it was just too much water. And then, excuse me, but for the most part, it was, my garden was good, eventually. And I weigh the how great my garden is doing based on like the rain and things like that we get for the year, based on my jute leaf. So if y'all remember last year, my jute leaf, I talk about it all the time, how it got to like 8 feet tall. My jute leaf got like to 8 feet tall. Like by this time, we're in September right now. Last year, my jute leaf was like 8 to 10 feet tall, and that was because I didn't harvest it, throughout the summer. And this year, I harvested once, and it still has not grown. Like, it's like currently my height, and I'm 5'1", so it's like, is it my height? I might be a little bit taller than the jute leaf right now, and that's how I gauge like how well, the weather or the rain, for the, like, how that is doing in my garden, other than the fact that I need to water, because it's only so much watering you could do, because your plant needs an adequate amount of water, and the amount of water that your plant may need, you may not be physically able to do it. So if you have like an irrigation system, of course it's going to be different. I don't have an irrigation system. I'm the irrigation system. So I come out here, I try to water like every 2 days. But with me growing my food in grow bags and in containers and things like that, I actually have to water more frequently than that. And even though I have a small garden, I still have a ton of grow bags. So it can be a little tedious to be able to get to everything with everything else I got going on. I'm gonna get a break. L, L, mm, y'all, these grapes are so sweet. We're doing like a little sidebar here, but these are the grapes. These are Concord grapes, by the way. They're so sweet. I harvested them. But yeah, so The jute leaf is not that tall. It's really tough watering without an irrigation system. My plan next year is to, I know I said that last year that my plan this year was to get an irrigation system. I just didn't get down to it. And also, all those things, they cost money. And my plan was to get like a rain barrel, but I'm like, I need all the space that I have for what I'm growing. So getting like a rain barrel is just not on my, okay, no. I want a rain barrel, but it just seems like when I think about where am I going to put the rain barrel, it's always tough because it's like I need every space, every inch that is in my garden. You guys already see my garden may appear to look big to y'all, but it's not a big garden at all. I do have things growing like everywhere else. Like if you see behind me, this is like closer to my house, and I have like a ton of grow bags sitting back here that's near like the banister that goes down to my basement. And that's just me trying to find space in wherever I can. And I have a ton of stuff growing on my fence. So, but if I get a rain barrel, I need a rain barrel to be in my actual garden because that's where majority of my things are, my plants. So it's like I think about it, I'm like, where am I gonna put this rain barrel? And if I get a rain barrel, I need more than one. And if I do get a rain barrel, it has to be like 100-gallon. A lot of the rain barrels that I've been looking around for, they have been like 50-gallon. So I'm still trying to figure that out right now as far as like, the rain barrel and stuff. So I'll look more into that. Hopefully I can find some brands that want to work with me that do have, rain barrels, and an irrigation system. I did get an irrigation system kind of, from Vigo Gardening, and I didn't set it up yet. But the one that I got, it doesn't seem like is the one that can go in all like everywhere that I need it. So I just need to figure out the reason why I haven't done a video about that, because I definitely got like like the little pipes and stuff like that. They sent me that, which I truly appreciate. Thank you so much, Vigo Gardening. I do have that, and I will probably put that into use next year, trying to figure out how I can use it in my garden with my current garden setup, because my garden setup is not a typical garden setup. I have things everywhere, so I'm trying to figure out how to use that. But yeah, y'all. Last year I had even though I had a tree fall into my garden, which stunted, the growth of my garden. Um, is doing well, right? But it could be doing better, and I think it could be doing better, even though the tree fell or whatnot. The tree fell relatively, in the beginning of growing season, so I think that I should still be at a decent place. And if we had rain, I think my garden will be much further than where it is right now. So, but those are the pits. Those are the pits of this season. Is just the fact that we didn't get rain, and I still can't believe that we didn't get rain. It's like, how can we not get rain? In an entire summer, like how can like the actual rain, and I'm talking about rain that can actually water the garden, like not just scatter, storms, here and there. Like it will say it's going to rain, and then the rain that comes is like sprinkles, but it comes with a lot of thunder. It comes with a lot of lightning, and then just a few sprinkles here and there, and literally it's just watering the top of my plants, the leaves. It's not even going down to the soil. So that was what was really disappointing for me this year. But considering all of that I just said, with the pits of garden season for me, the wins that I have in my garden this year, like I said, a tree fell into my garden. It ruined some of the structures in my garden, like the trellises that I have, my tomato trellis, the entrance of my garden, the trellis I have there. I have like the little arbor that currently my tomatoes are growing on. And for me, the peppers, like the hot peppers that I have a lot of hot peppers, but then I have like 8 exotic, I call it exotic hot peppers, because they're not things that are typically grown here. They're from different countries, and those are hot peppers that I got from someone in my garden group, in my local garden group, because I am a part of a local garden group out here in Maryland. So we all share, gardening tips and yada yada yada. And if somebody's growing something that you're not growing, you could swap and things like that. So I swapped with a fellow gardener in my local community, which she's so wonderful. And she gave me like eight. She grows only hot peppers, and y'all saw I grew like over 500 bell peppers this year. So I gave her like a ton of bell peppers, and then she gave me eight different exotic peppers, which I'm really happy about because I really like those peppers, especially like the paprikas. Being able to make my own paprika, I'm really excited about that. And then just the other peppers like lemon drops and things like that. I've never even had a lemon drop pepper. So I got things from her that I've never had, and then also things that I cook with a lot, like the paprika. So I have two different types of paprika. Honestly, I can't tell the difference when it comes to the taste, but I plan to roast them, and I'll give y'all more information about that. But yeah, y'all. So we have now. I guess we're on the winds, but we're going to get back. I want to talk about like individual plants and how they're doing in my garden right now. So I guess a part of the wins is that I do I did grow a ton of the things I wanted to grow this year. My plan was to grow a ton of hot peppers, like the habaneros. I already showed you guys that the habaneros, they're not regular. Okay, they are regular habaneros, but apparently the seeds had Scotch bonnet and habaneros in them. And this was my first year growing habaneros. And I'm used to habaneros looking a certain kind of way because that's what we eat. And so when I started getting like this space shaped looking one, what's another shape I could give? Like the alien shape looking peppers. Not alien shape, but the alien spaceship looking peppers. Like like the little round ones. They're so cute. And a lot of you guys already told me that they are Scotch bonnets. So apparently, when I bought the habanero seeds, they have Scotch bonnets in there, and I guess I didn't really research it if they're in the same family, but they maybe, I don't know. But they're both hot peppers, so I have both of those. And my intention was to create like a Liberian hot sauce, which I was going to put on my Etsy store next year. And so I wanted to grow like a ton of them. And you guys already know, like, I had a lot of failures in actually getting those seeds to germinate in February. So it took weeks to try to get them to germinate, and I had to keep restarting them. So I ended up starting them really late. And if you know peppers, you know that peppers, it takes a while for them not only to germinate, but it also takes a while for them to grow to a point where they will start producing. So I'm really behind when it comes to those peppers. Don't get it twisted. I have a ton of peppers that are coming, but we're in September, and peppers thrive in the heat. And if I'm just getting like a little bit of harvest, I'm saying a little bit, I'm still getting like a good amount of harvest, but I should be at this point, what my plans were to do with the peppers, I should have already met those goals. So that's pretty much what I'm trying to say. And I have not met those goals of what I was trying to do with the peppers, but the amount that is coming are peppers that I can eat for my household, but they're not enough peppers to do what I was trying to do, which was to make the Liberian pepper sauce to be able to offer to you guys. So I guess we're gonna try to reimagine how that's gonna be, but I'll give y'all more information about that later. And but those peppers, like the Scotch bonnets, y'all, they are so pretty. Um, a lot of my goals was to let the peppers to like change colors, especially like the habaneros. I love like the red habaneros. You already see we have a ton of green ones, so I'm just waiting for them to turn red so I can harvest them. And the Scotch bonnet, this is gonna be my first time using Scotch bonnet, so I can't wait to. I haven't used it yet, even though I harvested a lot of them, and you guys harvested them with me, but I haven't used them yet. So I'm gonna let you guys know how it goes. And I know a lot of Jamaicans eat Scotch bonnet, so y'all let me know, like, is it like on the level of spicy? Is it like spicy like habaneros? And then is it flavorful? because that's another thing, right? You don't just want to eat like super spicy pepper. You want it to also have like flavor. So something that I really love is like Cameroonian pepper. So that's one of the peppers I'm trying to grow next year. But I'm gonna let y'all know about that. But anyway, but yes, y'all. So the peppers, they're peppering. The peppers that are doing extremely well though, that did germinate, and I started them in February, are the um, bell peppers. The bell peppers are doing amazing. The bell peppers, I mean, I got pepper. It's pepper galore here, and I really wish it could rain sometimes so it could help me, because the rain is not only just to uh, hydrate the plants. The rain also has its own nutrients that the plants need. So it's like it does a lot. So that's something I'm praying for. I'm really praying for some rain this September. I'm like, "Ugh, please rain." And then I'm also praying that we get, the temps don't drop too low, especially going into October, because last year I was getting peppers. Last year I started my peppers in April, and which is pretty late for peppers in my zone. If you want to harvest peppers throughout the summer, you're gonna get some harvest, but not as much as if you started in February, which is typically if you started earlier period, right? Earlier than starting the seeds earlier than April. And last year I started the seeds in April, and it take a couple of weeks to germinate and do all of those things. Peppers, they're slow growers. So this year I did the opposite, and it's wonderful. And if I was getting more rain, I think, oh my God, I mean, I'm already getting a ton of bell peppers. I have so many bell peppers, but I also want them to turn red. I want them to turn to the different colors, because y'all see the bell pepper seeds that I have on Etsy. They're mixed bell peppers, so they change colors. They turn orange, red, yellow. I already got a couple of orange ones. I recently harvested some red ones, and there's a billion green ones. So I'm just waiting for them to change colors so I can harvest them. And that's another thing. You want to harvest your food at the stage that you want to harvest them at. Don't just grow and let it stay on there, because it's also going to be putting all of this energy into that one thing that's on the plant, whereas it can be putting its energy into producing flowers to produce more of the vegetable. And so the longer you just remember, like, the longer you keep a plant on the stem or whatever the case may be, that particular plant is putting all of this energy into the bigger one, because it that's the bigger one. It's taking all of its energy, it's taking all of its nutrients. So harvest, 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 harvest really is what I should have named the title of this live, is harvest, harvest, harvest. The importance of harvesting. Like, you did all that hard work, where you put in all that work during spring, early spring, winter, or whatever the case may be, and now it's producing, and it's the time that we've been waiting for, right? All the work that we put in, this is the time that we should be enjoying the fruits of our labor. So harvest, harvest, harvest. Do not let them stay on the plant for too long, um, because you want to force them to produce more. So one of my plans, like I already told you guys, like with the peppers, I'm waiting for some of them to like change colors, because I want more red ones. I have plans for all the food that I'm going to make with each color pepper. So I have a ton of green ones, and I've already harvested a ton of green ones, and I'm gonna make that stew with you guys. I'm gonna create a video showing you guys how I make my green pepper stew, and then I'm just waiting for some red ones, because I love me some red pepper. It's like red pepper gravy, and like Bear would call it gravy, but it's like red made with red. I use red bell peppers with mine, and I can wait to make that. So it's like a fried fish stew with some red bell peppers. So I'm trying to get a lot of red bell pepper, and I just wish they could all just change colors at the same time, but they don't. They do whatever they feel like doing. I'm telling y'all, the peppers, they are like the bougie auntie in the garden. You don't force them to come. You don't tell them what to do. They do what they want to do. They're on their own time. They do what they feel like doing. One second, y'all. Let me take a look at this right here. They do what they want to do, y'all. They do what they want to do. But yeah, so Oh my gosh. All right, so that's enough of the peppers, right? We got the peppers down pat. If y'all have any questions about, the peppers, let me know. They're doing their thing. So another thing, right? Um, Peppers compared to other plants in the garden, they don't require like a ton of water. As a matter of fact, they don't like to be too wet. So they can survive with some drought or some neglect. They're still going to produce, but you don't want to neglect them too much, right? So my peppers, they're doing amazing. But like the rest, like I said, the rest of the garden, it needs like I need to. Honestly, I should be watering every single day, but Lord knows I don't even have the time, to do it. And I love watering because it's very peaceful. Like look at how I'm sitting out here. It feels amazing sitting out here, just listening to the birds. And when I'm watering, I just put something on that I want to watch or hear, like a podcast or something, and I just water in it. But it takes me like an hour and a half to water everything because I water very thoroughly. And then when you grow food in grow bags, like me, like I grow my food in grow bags, um, in different containers. So, but grow bags specifically is where I grow majority of my food. And if you grow your food in grow bags, you will understand that grow bags, as soon as you water the grow bag, the water is coming out. So the soil, even though you're wetting um, the soil is not containing all of the water that you're putting in there. So a lot of it is going out. So it's only a little bit that's left that is wetting the soil or moisturizing the soil, however you want to call it. So because of that, it's not getting all of the water that you're giving it. So when you grow food in grow bags, you want to be very cognizant with the fact that as you water these grow bags, the water is coming out. So you want to figure out what can you do to have like a consistent hydration for your plants because they need it. Now, like I said, peppers do better than any other plant in a grow bag because peppers can be neglected when it comes to water. It doesn't need a ton of water, but it still needs to get water. So, like, I have tons of peppers in grow bags. You guys already know that. But then I also have like something like a watermelon. I have my watermelon in a grow bag and I have loofahs in a grow bag. And those two plants require a ton of water. It requires a ton of water. I mean, it's called watermelon. Like 90% or 99% of a watermelon is water. So it needs water. So imagine growing your watermelon in a grow bag and you're watering it, but you know, I would say 90% of that water is coming out and only 10% is being left. And watermelons require a ton of water. So that's something that you have to be mindful of, that I need to constantly water this watermelon so that it can be able to grow properly and give you all of the things that it needs. And that's where I struggle. It's like I'm trying to water every 2 days, but I can't because not only is the water coming out of the grow bags, but the grow bags, they dry very quickly, especially in the heat. They dry. So when they dry, the soil is completely dry. So how do I combat that? Especially when it comes to like my watermelons and the loofahs and stuff like that. You guys have probably already seen in a lot of my videos that I have wine bottles inside of my grow bags, especially for like my watermelons and loofahs and things like that. And that's my own DIY drip system, and it works. It definitely works. So what that is doing is just dropping, water to the roots, but gradually. But that is not very sustainable. I know I'm gonna need to do something better than that, next year. So next year, that's one of my major goals is like figuring out the water situation on the consistency of how I water. So that's one of the things, y'all. That's one of the I would say that's one of the major things that I struggle with in my gardening is the whole watering of the garden. Drinking some coconut water. Speaking of water, I love me some coconut water. And oh my gosh, Y'all see me swiping these mosquitoes, right? Uh, they're just everywhere. I mean, I try. It's like I'm trying because I'm trying to keep my garden pesticide free, as natural as possible or as organic as possible. It's really tough getting rid of the mosquitoes because even if you try to go like the natural route of getting rid of the mosquitoes, because I've been seeing this thing called like, is it called a dump bucket? Something bucket, dump bucket. I can't remember. Don't quote me on that. But it's like a contraption kind of where you have like water and a solution inside of the water that you keep open in a bucket or wherever you decide, and you put it in a location where you know there's a lot of mosquitoes, and then the mosquitoes, you know how to produce, they go and lay their eggs in any kind of water source, and then what that does is it destroys the mosquito eggs so it doesn't reproduce. And so when the current mosquitoes that are alive, when they die, that's gonna decrease the population of the mosquitoes, right? That's like the concept around it. Uh, and my issue with that is that water source that you're creating or solution that you're creating for the mosquitoes is not only going to attract mosquitoes, it's going to attract like beneficial insects like bees, you know, things like pollinators and things like that. And for me, I am the queen of protect the bees. I do not mess with trying to destroy bees. I do not unalive bees. I see their importance in nature, and actually, bees are my favorite. I can't even believe I'm saying this, but they're actually one of my favorite uh, things in nature, just because of what they do, not just because, oh, you know, they pollinate our food. It's like they're very significant in nature, and I would hate to be one of the people that helped make them go extinct. So I struggle with creating like that kind of solution, you know, with me being in the organic gardening and trying to, you know, do it the organic way of getting rid of the mosquitoes. So I struggle with that a lot. It's like in the process of trying to, you know, get rid of the mosquitoes, I might be getting rid of a lot of beneficial things that we need in nature. And I refuse to, like, I literally love, like, bees are one of the most incredible, like, creatures ever. And I would hate to be a part, like, I get so angry when I see people try to kill bees. And what's crazy is prior to me starting a garden, I wasn't necessarily scared of bees, but you know there was a fear there because the fear of the unknown, right? You're not understanding this particular thing, just like everybody else. You know, you're afraid of something you don't know and that you don't understand. So that's how I was, you know, with bees. And you know, I would run away from it, but I came to realize that you and a bee could be at one. You know, like literally, uh, I could be this close to a bee as I am working in my garden harvesting my tomatoes, and they'll be like this close to me next to a flower near my face, pollinating that flower. And it's like, if you mind your business, they mind their business. But anyway, this is not a bee discussion. But basically, what I'm trying to say, you know, when it comes to the mosquito, which is another issue that I have in my garden, is like, it's like the only thing I see that I can personally do is, or control, is uh, putting mosquito spray on or wearing long sleeve clothes. So I always look like it's winter in my garden. I can't wear all the cutesy dresses and outfits that I want to wear. But when I do feel like, you know what, F this, I am going to wear the cutesy dresses, then I go ahead and put mosquito spray on. Uh, but making sure that you're using the one that's made for your skin, because mosquito sprays, they're very, very poisonous. Uh, but yeah, what else, y'all? What else? What else do you guys want to know? The chat is very quiet, and I'm very shocked because this is a live that everyone wanted me to have. Let's see. Let me see some. Let me see some. This is a live that everybody wanted me to have, but I know we talked about the last time I probably went live. We talked about like my consistency when it comes to going live and like the posting and things like that. Unfortunately, YouTube is not my main income right now, so I have to put priority where it matters, especially with the states of the country right now. Um, but I try my best to make sure that I drop a video for you guys every week. I'm trying to be more consistent on the actual day that I do that drop. And I'm thinking that Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, those 3 days, that doesn't mean I'll have like 3 videos, but I'm thinking that those 3 days are like the best days. And so most likely you guys would get like a video from me like on a Saturday or Sunday. And if you don't, it will be like on a Monday. But between those 3 days, now if I'm dropping stuff throughout the week, um, that's because I had extra time to be able to edit, and things like that. But my goal in life for this YouTube channel is just to be consistent with the day with you guys, and then where I am dropping those videos, and then also like a consistency in when I go live, because I really love, one of my favorite thing about when I started YouTube was going live with you all. I love the interactions in the chats. I really love that. I love hearing your experience with whatever it is that we were talking about. And those are things that I really enjoy, especially when it comes to gardening. I feel like we're all here together. We all went on this journey together, and it was such an amazing journey. Even from doing the garden workshop and having people tell me what's going on with those plants that they got from the garden workshop that they started with me. So just experiencing that with you guys has been really wonderful. So I want to be more interactive in that way. So I'm just trying to see like when is the best day to go live. And I feel like if I'm dropping a video like on a weekend, I feel like I should go live like on in the middle of the week, like a Wednesday. I know today is Tuesday, but like to go live like on a Wednesday. So I need y'all to do me a favor when this live is over, which I'm about to end in a few minutes because it doesn't seem like anybody have any questions. So I'm going to end it soon. Um, but I'm going to do a poll to see. And this time around, I am really going to, actually, I'm not going to do a poll. I think I am going to be going live every Wednesday and then possibly on Sunday, because one of the lives that I really miss doing with you guys was cooking with y'all. I remember we used to cook together every Sunday, and you know, Sundays were the days where I did my cooking, and we would be on live for like such a long time. But I want to get back to that. So I am going to probably, so if it's like we don't go live on a Wednesday, then we'll do it on like a Sunday and do like a cook with me. So I want Sunday to be like the garden to table cook with me live, where we cook something live together, and it's gonna be with using ingredients from my garden and just showing you guys, all of the different foods that I eat in my culture, that I prepare for my family. And then on like a Wednesday would be like a garden chat type of live. So it's possible that it will be one live or it will be two, Wednesday and Sunday. So Wednesdays will be like a garden chat, and or it doesn't even just have to be a garden chat. It could be, whatever we feel like talking about. And then on Sundays will be like a cook with me. So you heard that here first. I think that is what we're gonna do. Now I just need to be more prepared. So that's like the biggest thing, right? Is trying to balance everything with, because I edit all of these videos myself, and my God, it takes a long time. It's like a job on its own, editing those videos. It takes several hours. So you might get like a 20-minute video, and it took me several hours to actually edit those videos with my other responsibilities that I have going on. So, but we're gonna get this together, and I'm just grateful that you guys are on this journey with me, and you're patient with me, and you're encouraging me, and just, I'm grateful to be reaching like these different milestones with you all, where you are giving me like the encouragement and the support to be able to do what it is that I'm doing. Um, I know I didn't give you guys like a update on everything in a garden because it's just a lot. Those they're just gonna have to be separate videos that I create for that because my bid ball. I know y'all. I already told you guys what's going on with my jute leaf. My jute leaf is growing, but it's not it's not doing everything it needs to do. So I still need to give y'all like an update on my bid ball and man, I have so many things. Uh, my cantaloupes. What else I got in here? I got so many things. My okra. I think I told you guys I harvested about 2 okras already, but I think there are several okras that need to be harvested. I need to give. Look at that bunny. That bunny think I'm going in the house, so it just popped out again. It's like waiting for me to go in the house so it can come and do some destruction in here. And so now I feel like I need to sit out here until the sun goes all the way down and the fox come out. Like it keeps staring at my watermelon. And I think I showed you guys like a video on the short where the bunny was literally staring at my watermelon and it's like coming closer towards my watermelon. I'm about to get off this live and go chase that bunny because so this tells me that this is the time that this bunny does its damage when it thinks nobody is looking or it thinks nobody when we're inside. And then these animals, they're so smart. The squirrels, I have so many squirrels in this backyard. You would think I don't have any because they're not out here right now, but whenever I'm inside the house and I'm looking outside, I already saw some of the damage that they've done. They'll dig like a lot of holes in all of my grow bags and bury their nuts and just doing all the crazy things, biting stuff and picking stuff. They don't eat it. And anyway, we're gonna end on a positive note. But yeah, guys, this was like a random live to come and say thank you guys so much for 7K. Let's get to 8K. And when we get to 10K, we're absolutely going to be doing a huge celebration. We're going to be doing a giveaway and all of the things. And it's just really, because I've reached a milestone that I set for myself. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be an exciting celebration. And what's going to be really amazing is if I get there before my birthday, November 27th, that's going to be so cool because that's going to be like a super great celebration because y'all, my birthday is actually on the day of Thanksgiving this year. It's Thanksgiving Day is my birthday. So that would be amazing if I reach the milestone by then because it would just be an all around celebration. I don't I'm not cooking. I don't cook on my birthday. I don't do any type of labor on my birthday, so I don't know how these people gonna eat. I don't know how these people gonna eat on Thanksgiving, but anyway, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, y'all. If you guys don't have anything else for me, I will let you guys go. What time is it? 7:54. I was trying to do it till like 8 o'clock. But I think we've been on here for a good minute. You guys don't have any questions. I just wanted to come and kick it with y'all, see what's going on, see what's the latest, give you guys a little bit of info on what's going on, and then tell you guys thank you for helping me get to 7K. That is so amazing. I mean, wow, I have 7K people that's watching my videos. That's crazy. I mean, I don't even know 100 people. I mean, outside of family, right? Because I do have a huge family on both sides. But yeah, so that's really amazing. I'm grateful, and it's only up from here. uh all the brands, I'm manifesting all the brands. Yes, y'all, all the brands. Y'all heard what I need today. Hit me up, let me know. Let me know how we could work together, and let's get it popping. Okay. But all right, y'all, I hope you guys enjoy being on here with me today. I really have fun talking to you all. I will let you guys know about Sunday if we are going to do the cook with me live, because like I said, I want to get back to that. And so I'm actually going to be creating like a menu, and I might do like a poll, and y'all could tell me what y'all want me to cook based on that poll. But a poll that I will be doing on YouTube of what you guys want me to cook is going to be based on what my family want to eat. So I'm going to give my family, like, I'm going to give my husband like a list of 5 things, like, okay, what do you guys want to eat this week, right? And or not, I would tell them, give me a list of what you guys would like to eat this week, And then based on that list that my husband provides me and my kids, because my kids, they have a huge voice in this house, okay? They tell you what they want to eat. So based on what they say, I will post that list on my post on YouTube and make a poll, and then you guys get to decide what you guys want me to cook. And it's always going to be some kind of Liberian, Nigerian, or some kind of African food. So you guys probably not even gonna know what the heck any of those things are, but y'all gonna decide on what I cook, and then we're gonna cook it on Sunday together. I think that's gonna be fun. So Sunday could be like the cooking show, and it'll be like a nice little garden to table on Sundays. I really want to get back to that. Like cooking with y'all, cooking with you guys used to be so chaotic. It was like the most chaotic live. It was my first time, going live. And I was doing everything on that live, trying to show you guys everything that I'm doing. Those lives will span for like 2 to 3 hours because that's how long it takes to cook African food. So, but it was fun. A lot of you guys will go in and out. A lot of you guys will stay on the live with me. Oh, it was so fun. I miss doing that. So we're gonna make Sunday the Cook with Miss Yancy day. Cook with Miss Yancy on Sundays. And as a matter of fact, that's the project. My project after tonight is to give you guys a list of what you guys want me to cook on Sunday, and then we cook it together. And if I'm not here on Sunday, if I'm not home on Sunday or I'm doing something on Sunday, then we'll do it the following Sunday. Okay? Alrighty, y'all. It's been real. I really enjoyed talking to y'all. Since none of y'all wanted to say hi back to me, it's all cool. It's cool though. It's cool. It's cool. Y'all ain't want to say hi back. Y'all ain't had no questions for me. Nobody have any questions for me. Y'all all watching from the bushes. It's okay though, because I be watching from the bushes all the time on other people's lives, and those are people that I really like too, which is so funny. Because I was telling my husband, I was like, sometimes they're so quiet, they don't talk and things like that. And he's like, and he always says, do you talk on so and so live when they're live? Do you write anything when they're live? And things like that. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, I don't. I be watching from the bushes. So it's all good if y'all want to watch from the bushes or whatever. Anyway, I love you guys so much. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and I pray that the rest of the week is wonderful. I might be dropping a video tomorrow. The video I'll be dropping tomorrow will not be a harvesting video. It won't be a garden video. It will actually, yeah, I guess it's a garden video. Woo. I might be dropping my what's that video? The when I did the garden workshop for the kids, I might be dropping that. I might. I'm not sure. If I don't drop it tomorrow, because I'm really trying to post like on the weekends and give myself like the week to edit the videos and then give it to you guys on the weekend. So you know what? I might stick to that. So cancel what I just said. But if I do post tomorrow, I will definitely let you guys know in the chat that I am posting tomorrow. If not, you're definitely going to get a video on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Okay? Alrighty, y'all. I love you guys so much. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. I am going to probably show you guys really quickly, because my husband just turned a light on in the backyard, the back of my garden. Not my garden, but yeah, I guess you could say it's my garden. Some of the peppers I got back here, I might have to harvest some of them. But anyway, all right, y'all. It was wonderful talking to you guys. Everything that we talked about tonight, especially when it comes to the cooking with Miss Yancy on Sundays, I'm going to reiterate that in a post on YouTube and give y'all more information, okay? It was really fun chatting with y'all, and I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your week. And remember, you're exactly where you're meant to be in this moment. Happy gardening. Welcome to all 7K of you, all of the new people that have joined our family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're gonna love it here. We love it here. We have a wonderful time here. This is a very positive and inspirational channel. I really like to promote peace, tranquility, relaxation, We love to motivate on this channel. And if you don't know, my name is Miss Yancy, and I am a child of God, but I will get you together if I have to. And me even having this channel was not by mistake, even though it was not something that I planned, but it was not by mistake. It was all God's design, and I'm just walking in my purpose right now, whatever that means for me. I'm just going in whatever direction God has for me. And so I'm just allowing God to handle my life and put me in the direction that I need to be in. And wherever that lands me is where it lands me. And if it's that with you guys being here with me today, everything is very purposeful. So I'm grateful for you guys, and I hope you'll have a wonderful night, okay? So remember, you're exactly where you're meant to be in this moment. Happy gardening. Bye, y'all. I'm about to take you guys back there to look at some of the peppers, and then I might hang up on you. Okay? Have a wonderful night, y'all. Thanks for being on here with me tonight. Bye. Like the video, y'all, if y'all haven't liked it, okay? Let me take you guys in the back. Y'all might not even be able to see. It's a little dark out here, y'all. The sun has gone down. Let me see. I feel like I see a red pepper. Y'all, I already told y'all I'm trying to, oh, but it's not, I don't think it's all the way red yet. Nah, it's not all the way red. It still has some green on it. Yep. Oh my gosh, y'all, these mini bell peppers, when I tell you guys, it is so delicious. I'm gonna have the seeds, y'all, for next year. I'm gonna have the seeds for you guys on Etsy very soon. Very, very soon. They are so sweet. So over here, right, you guys already, if you guys watch my channel, y'all already know. But this side of my garden or whatever, I don't call this part my garden because y'all already know what my garden looks like. This is just me utilizing the extra space that we have, which is not extra space, but I'm just doing the most right now. But yeah, so y'all remember I had a bunch of peppers like here, like sitting all over here. I took all the ones that were sitting over here and I put them near my fence over there because I get more sun on that side of the fence, or I just get more sun over there, period. So what I noticed was, because if y'all see right here, I have a ton of trees. So this is a lot of shade over here, and peppers need the sun. They need not just the heat, but they need sun. They need a lot of sunlight. And I realized that a lot of the peppers that was in this area wasn't producing as much as the ones that's in the garden, in my actual garden, and they were all planted around the same time. And especially the peppers here, the ones that were sitting here, like these ones, they haven't been here for that long, so it's cool. But these ones, they've been here since I started the peppers in my garden. And because there's so much shade, it's not producing as much. It's still producing, but it's not producing as much, you know, as the ones in the garden. The ones in the garden, oh my God, they're like producing. And then even with this random pepper that I put in here, because y'all know this right here is my loofah plant that I have grown in here, and loofah need a lot of sun. So, and it's not getting a lot of sun here, but the loofah, I have another loofah that's near the fence over there that gets a lot of sun, and I already have about 4 or 5 loofahs that is coming on there, and this one is only one loofah that's coming. And in my next video that I'm having come out this weekend for you guys are going to see in more details, but this is a loofah right here, and it's only one. So what that tells you is your plants need a lot of sun, like especially things like peppers and loofahs and stuff. If you know things like greens, if you're growing like collard greens, lettuce, herbs, and all of those things, they will benefit this area more than what's here. But I had so much peppers, I needed to put it somewhere. it was just everything in my garden is already overcrowded. So this was a space that was here that wasn't being utilized. Um, well, it was. My kids was playing here. But I'm like, I'm about to turn this. I'm about to put a bunch of peppers here. I was putting pepper everywhere. I was like, wherever there was space, I'm like, you get a pepper, you get a pepper, everybody get a pepper. So, but it is what it is. It is what it is. The ones that's in the garden that's getting a lot of sun, they are producing very well. But these ones right here, they're very slow, which I just explained to you guys is because it's not getting a lot of sun. It's not getting a lot of sun at all. Let's see. Ooh, okay. But anyway, let me let you guys go. I just wanted to show you guys pretty much what I have done with this area. I moved. If you guys are wondering why it looks so free here, because I had a ton of peppers, you know, in the grow bags over here, it's because I moved them by the fence over there. And then I left these here because, you know, they still, even though there's a little bit of shade, you know, at certain times of the day, but it still get, you know, some sunshine over here. But those ones, they're struggling a little bit because, you know, the squirrels' homes and all the birds, you know, they have their houses over here and it's blocking some of the sun. But that's it, guys. That's about it. I'll see you guys later, and I hope y'all have a wonderful night. Bye, y'all. Happy gardening. Good night. Okay, so what is going on here? Why can't I? I'm trying to. Oh, there you go. Good night, y'all. I was wondering why I wasn't seeing certain things. What? What is going on? All right, bye, y'all. The old lady is trying to figure